terms, but I'm still going to refer to it as bubble of complacency, as she's put it. Do you see that coming into play, especially at a time when we are seeing a very strong pattern emerge as far as the stronghold over the tribals is concerned? That is something the Congress has lost, and what explains that?
Well, I'd only like to say that I think the Congress party needs to listen a lot more to grassroots voices when framing strategy. There was a lot of attack on Prime Minister Modi. No less an individual than...
No, which is why I'm talking about the fact that this is a victory which goes to the grassroots level all the way. It trickles down all the way from Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the grassroots levels.
You're perfectly... Look, there's no question about that. That's why in phase 2, for example, BJP was a little worried about the lower part percentage of voting in phase 1, and they went all out in phase 2.
Right.
That's because of a great level. But the point is, attacking Narendra Modi in Gujarat is never a good idea for any party, frankly. He is popular there. And you're attacking somebody whom Gujaratis are very proud of, irrespective of political affiliation. So I'd only like to say, I think Congress did make a lot of tactical mistakes. So did the BJP, for example. If what I read in the newspapers is correct, and I'm not sure if this is correct or not, there was an effort to ensure that the Aam Aadmi Party would not campaign very much in Himachal. Well, as it happened, if they had campaigned a bit more, it would have been a BJP government in Himachal. But having said that, I'd like to say very clearly that this attack on Prime Minister Modi, right from Rahul Gandhi onwards, his mother before him, Mr. Kharge now, I think this kind of a thing, it certainly doesn't resonate in Gujarat. And frankly, it doesn't resonate in large parts of the country.
All right, Vipin Pabi, if I would bring you in, I'm going to in fact take just 5 seconds to quote figures of 2017 for the Congress party. In 2017, Congress's tally of 77 seats and a vote share of 41.4% was its best performance in the last over 2 decades. The party failed to build on that 2017 performance, which has now shrunk to 20 seats with a vote share of only 27.04%. Yes, Mahima, please go ahead. I will go to Vipin. I'll let you speak first. Yes, sure, go ahead.
Asking about the bubble of complacency, and you wanted me to elaborate on that. Well,
Sure.
I'm tempted to, and I'll yet again, I'll give you a very classic example. But before that, let me just take it from Professor's, what he just said. He talked about the popularity, and I want to ask, does popularity mean entitlement in a democracy? Does it give you validation to do and then your wrongs can become rights? And so I come to the bubble of complacency, wherein I mean that in Ranip, on the very morning of the polling, the Prime Minister can actually breach the model code of conduct in the face of all of us. And yet we do not call a spade a spade. You were talking about calling a spade a spade. Please ask the panelists, was it not a breach of model code of conduct? I've been asking ever since, every single time I am raising my voice.
But Mahima, you have still not answered the question over here. What explains your own vote share which has reduced? There's a saying कि दूसरों पे वो जिनके घर शीशे के होते हैं वो दूसरों पे पत्थर नहीं फेंकते, आप दूसरों पे पत्थर फेंक रहे हैं. यहाँ घर आपका खुद शीशे का है.
मेरा घर शीशे का तब होता आकांक्षा जी अगर मेरे लीडर्स ने, if we would have breached the model code of conduct, which we have not. We are the ones who have filed a complaint with the election commission.
This has become a model of defense for the Congress party, that whenever you cannot answer the questions which are being posed, let's digress. Vipin Pabi, if I could bring you in on this right now, what explains the shrinking vote share of the Congress party in Gujarat?
Yeah, you see, I've been watching Gujarat elections for a long time, and it was in the previous election, 2017, that the Congress had really made a real concerted attempt to take power, to gain power from there. And they had put in their best effort forward, and that reflected in the number of seats that they got and the number of percentage of votes that they got. But that same thing is completely lacking this time. Even during the run-up to the elections, of course, everyone knows Rahul Gandhi didn't visit. He paid just a couple of visits. And even the other leaders also had a very lukewarm kind of a response there, or their efforts were also not up to the mark. Plus, the leadership issue. Some of the top young leaders who one thought that they could make a mark in the coming years, they just left the party. So I think all these
Exactly.
factors did combine, and
Right.
the Congress got
And
demoralized.
I think the
much
BJP
before,
has
even
in
the
fact
campaign
milked
started.
that. The BJP has milked that. There were Congress turncoats who were given tickets, right? Shahzad, if I could bring you in, because I believe in keeping it a fair discussion, I'm going to ask you to answer all those allegations that have come in from Mahima, who's representing the Congress party today, because let this be a fair and judicious discussion.
You know, even after we've swept Gujarat with 157 seats, if the spokesperson of the Congress feels that we are yet to answer some of our claims, I'm happy to do so. But at least he should not insult the wisdom of the people of Gujarat. The manner in which he's saying that they live in a bubble of complacency, this goes back to the same habit of the Congress to abuse Gujarat, abuse Gujaratis, abuse the Prime Minister, insult the Prime Minister, insult the Gujarat community just because they lose an election. So that tendency has to stop. Look, we lost the election in Himachal. We are not trying to raise questions on the people of Himachal. We accept the verdict with all the humility. We made mistakes. We have to go back to the drawing board and look at that. Even though we lost by 1%, we have to go back and we have to see where we went wrong. All questions need to be answered by us. So instead of accepting the defeat with humility, I see the spokesperson of the Congress party is still trying to say that Gujarati ko ye nahi pata. If you had so many issues, why didn't your leader go there and camp there?
Okay.
And why didn't Priyanka Vadra and Rahul Gandhi just
okay, Mahima, I'd like
whatever
yes.
plans you had.
Let Mahima come in. Mahima, I'd like you to first give a rebuttal to what Shahzad had to say, and after that I will pose a question. Yes.
I would not like to be misrepresented at all. I have never said anything about what Gujaratis know or not know. I am talking about the BJP's, divisive politics of hatred, their misconduct, their unethical ways. That's what I'm talking about. I am talking about this illusion that the BJP and Modi ji have together created, there. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not questioning the wisdom of a Gujarati, and I'm time and again.
Mahima, again, I'm coming to the same question.
This vote is on communalism.
It's only a matter of time before things come to light, and they will. We are on the ground working towards that.
What more can I say? That all the people of Gujarat have been branded communal because they ensured that the son of Gujarat gets a huge mandate. This is their attitude.
Also, the kind of blame game BJP and Aam Aadmi Party, the two sides of the same coin, have been playing in the amount of gaslighting. Their stand